This is my lemon bar recipe, and we're starting with the shortbread crust, including butter, powdered sugar, and fresh milled soft white wheat flour. Once I do that, then this is a really important step that I think some people might miss or skip if they don't know how important it is. But I do always want to take a fork and poke all over my crust. What this does is it's really gonna help your crust bake evenly. If you don't do this whenever the air tries to escape while it's baking, it will cause bubbles in your crust to form. So then whenever you pour your lemon curd on, you're gonna have crust sticking up through the tops of your lemon curd. So we're going to puncture our crust with the fork all over, just to kind of give it an even, there's no perfect recipe or formula for that. So as you can see, we just kind of covered the whole tops of the crust. Now I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for 20 to 30 minutes while I preheat my oven. And then we're gonna bake it for a little bit, and then we will pull it back out and pour the lemon curd on the top of it and bake it again. So this will help your crust bake slightly before you put the lemon custard on there. Again, the crust takes a little bit longer to bake, so you want to par bake it before you put your lemon curd on. So I'll show you in just a minute how we make the lemon curd and finish it up. Okay, I just pulled my lemon bar crust from the oven. You can kind of see, you're just really wanting it to start browning around the edges. I know it's hard to see on camera, but all of the holes have filled in, but you can see it baked really even. There's no big air pockets, there's no big bubbles. So that's what we're looking for on that. So now that we've pulled that out of the oven, it baked for about 15 minutes. We want to set it back to cool just a little bit while we make our lemon curd filling. So one thing that I've had a lot of people tell me as they're making lemon bars is they've had some issues with their custard or the lemon curd filling being lumpy. So I've done a little bit of research because I've noticed this before in the past. When you're working with eggs and sugar, as well as lemon juice or something acidic like that, you do want to work fast. So lemon juice, obviously the acidity can cook the eggs slightly and just cause little small lumps in your eggs, but sugar can also do some strange things to eggs. So you never want to whisk eggs together with sugar and let it sit for any amount of time. It can cause kind of a chemical reaction which causes lumps in your egg mixture. So with that being said, it's not complicated, but we do want to work fast. So we have, I have one mixing bowl. I went ahead and cracked all of my eggs into another measuring cup. So as you can kind of see, I've got everything set up here, and this is how I like to work whenever I'm working on something like this, that it does matter when and how it gets in the oven. And so just kind of some tips that I've learned over the years is really get everything set up and ready to go. So I have zested 4 pretty good size lemons for zest. I love lemon flavored things. I love lemon bars. I love anything that's lemon, but I definitely love real lemon juice. I don't know, I've had multiple recipes or just flavored things that weren't real lemon, and it's not the same. So you really want to make sure that you get a lot of really good lemon zest in there. That's going to provide that really good, clean, crisp lemon flavor. And then I juice those lemons that I zested and use that juice, and then I fill in where I need to with a little bit of lemon juice if it's not quite enough. So for this double batch, I do need a full cup of lemon juice, and most of the time the 4 lemons will only give me half a cup of lemon juice. So I will do half a cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice and then half a cup of the already squeezed lemon juice. So we want to get our full cup there. I think we're almost there. Always put a little mesh strainer over my measuring cup when I'm juicing my lemons, so that it gets that the seeds out of there. We don't want any of those to go in. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get started mixing our lemon curd together. Again, this working quickly is very important on this. So this is about 2 tablespoons of lemon zest is what we're working on with the 4 lemons. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my sugar in my bowl. Then I'm gonna start whisking in my eggs. Again, you just wanna work pretty quickly. And by quickly, I just mean don't let it sit for any amount of time. Don't walk away from it. Don't just let it sit. Just keep it moving and you should be good. Again, I used the granulated raw sugar, which is a little bit coarser than some of the just regular like white cane sugar that you get from the grocery store. Whatever you use is fine, whatever your normal kitchen is. Again, we used the powdered sugar in the crust and then the cane sugar in the curd filling. Now we're gonna add our lemon juice. We'll add our lemon zest in there. And then the final ingredient is flour in your filling as well. A lot of recipes are gonna tell you to sift your flour, which is great unless you're using fresh milled flour, and we don't usually sift the flour unless we're trying to aerate it, but we don't sift it in order to get any of the bran or germ, some of the larger pieces of the wheat berry out of there. So when I tell you not to sift it, what I do want you to do is sprinkle it in very slowly and whisk as you go. All we're trying to do is prevent lumps in our filling, and so as long as you sprinkle it in slowly, you should be good. Adding this flour, and then we'll get it in the oven.